Alright, hey guys, welcome back to Let's Walk It Out. It has been a while, I know, sorry about that. But we're back with a brand new format, with energy, with life, with more conviction than ever before. So, without wasting any further time, I would like to introduce our next guest for the show. Come on, hello guys. Yay! I hope you're clapping. Right, Casey.
What's up, man?
Dog, we've been boys for
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
7 years, good people. 7 years we have been boys.
Yeah, that's what the PhD, master's degree was.
Yeah, it's like a master's degree or something like. I don't know if it's a normal degree.
Honestly, yeah, it is.
Yeah, but we have been tied for that long, and I'm honoured to have you as the first guest of our new format because we've had about 3 other shows now.
Yeah.
But the idea was always to sit with man on man and have an honest conversation about how we act. Correct, exactly what we're doing wrong. That's a better way to say it. So guys, please indulge us. The topic for today is consent. As you know, that is a big thing.
It is.
It is a big, big thing.
A lot of us get it wrong, actually.
Yeah, and I'm hoping today that we're going to, unpack it. You're right.
So by the end of this, a man that's out there doesn't know what consent is, he's going to know what it is.
Correct. And remember guys, we're never saying that the conversations that come from this kind of then having a direct or an immediate impact. It's a thought of planting the seed and building for the future generation to understand that if we can make such information available to them, they're going to understand.
People.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Right. So now I know you have a soft voice to charm ladies, but please make sure that
Okay, sure.
the people, correct.
All right.
Yes.
Cool.
The people must be able to hear you. So, Doug,
What's up?
consent. I'm gonna do something, right? I'm gonna ask you a question. You're gonna get to ask me a question,
Okay.
right? And then it's either yes or no. There's no in between because currently
Sounds like a trap, but okay.
could be, but currently men are getting away with a lot of it was unspoken, therefore it's right.
Things were implied.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. You get to ask me a question,
Cool.
and the answer has to be simply
Yes.
a yes or no. Cool. So Casey, if you go out and you buy a girl a drink, has she consented to have sex with you?
No.
No.
Yes.
Cool. Your
Okay.
turn.
Keta, if you're texting a chick, right,
Yeah.
and then you invite her over to your place, and then she comes to your place, is
Yeah.
that consent?
No.
Okay.
If you are lying in bed
Mm-hmm.
and you are ordered to intercourse,
Yeah.
so your finger is doing the things.
Yeah.
Has she consented
To what exactly?
to sex?
To
So
sex?
Yeah. So have you?
That's not to sex.
Not to sex.
She just wants your finger. That's it.
She just wants. She's enjoying what's happening.
Yeah, in the
Okay.
moment.
Cool.
Now, okay, if a girl gets on top of you,
Yeah.
you mind your own business.
Yeah.
She gets on top of you, starts kissing you.
Yeah.
Is that her consenting to sex?
No, that's just her maybe wanting attention, or she just wants to kiss me.
True.
Cool. Last one on my side is if a girl is vulnerable and needs your shoulder to cry on, and in her moment of vulnerableness,
Yeah.
she kisses you and says to you, "Take me. I want to have sex with you." Has she consented?
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like that's consent because it's been explicitly stated. There's no gray lines anymore. She wants what she wants, and she asked me for it.
Even though it's temporary, a lapse of judgment.
How many temporary situations have you been in?
Quite a few.
Yeah. So sometimes people just want it right then and there. It doesn't mean that it has to carry on after that.
So as long as someone has said yes,
To that moment. To that
whether
moment.
that person was not in the right state of mind to make that decision, that is consent.
Now that's adding a bit more context to it because
Yeah.
if she's not in the right state of mind and you can see it as
Yeah.
a man, you're supposed to be responsible for that, right?
Yeah.
You know that she's not okay.
Yeah,
So if you do continue doing what you're doing, you're taking advantage of her.
correct.
That's the fact.
And you're breaking consent. So, just to unpack it now is, for you personally, what is it? How do you define consent?
Consent. I think it's more of it's exercising your own free will first of all, and you need to be aware of what you do,
Yeah,
and also you need to actually verbally state what you want.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
those 3 things. When those 3 things are accomplished, that's consent.
So just to recap, you're saying what are the 3 things that
Exercising your free will.
yeah,
You need to know what you're doing.
yeah,
And you need to verbally state what you want.
and say it from the beginning.
Yeah,
Right.
So there's no gray areas.
Okay, so for me, consent, I think I've given it some thought prior to this, is consent really is very simple. It's an answer, yes or no. It is an agreement between me and you.
Okay.
But what makes consent tricky today is your personal agenda as a human being.
Yeah.
But the definition of consent is agreeing to a statement or agreeing to something.
Exactly.
Casey, do you want to walk with me to Pick and Pay?
Yes.
Yes.
Or no.
No. That is consent.
Yeah.
But yeah, because men are crafty, or society. Yes, women are also crafty.
Yeah, they are.
Women break consent just as much as men do.
Yeah,
But
we
I
do
think-
it more viciously.
Correct. But I think for the purposes of our conversation, is for me to unpack and build context around consent is it's a simple yes or no.
Yeah.
That's personally what I have to
I
think
agree
about.
with that.
Because I don't know how many times, I have lied to get sex.
What exactly?
Me and you, alright, Casey, me and you,
Yeah.
we have spoken about this beast that we have inside of us.
Yeah.
That beast that's unattainable. That beast when it sees a woman,
Yeah.
something just vibrates and it's like,
You become a different.
yeah,
Well,
woman,
yeah.
Casey, hunt.
Must eat.
Must eat, right? And we have always, and I don't know if we're feeding into a bigger problem in terms of personality because me and you would comfort each other by saying, no, I
It's
have
what
this
it
beast,
is.
dog.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Rather than containing the beast,
It's
just
like,
let it
like
feed.
self-control, because it also comes down to, am I willing to sacrifice a part of myself that I can see is not going to be productive in my life? Because you can't be a beast your whole life. You're going to get to a point where you're like 35, 40, 50, who knows? And your beast just can't perform anymore. So now if you've been a beast your whole life and now you can't be one, who are you?
That is very good. Who outside of the beast,
Right?
who are you?
Yeah, so
Who
you need to
yeah.
be more of a man.
Be more of a man. And
Yes.
that's the tricky thing is we don't even know what that definition is.
No one does.
No one does.
Yeah, we're still like building it right now.
But because, you just told be a man. But as a man, you're not told, oh, being part of a man is knowing what consent is. Being a man is knowing when to stop, when to...
We never had the conversation.
No.
And no, I never had the conversation.
Mm.
Like even when they told us about sex, they told us like use protection. That's about it.
That's
they
about
never
it.
actually talked about consent. So we don't know when a woman actually wants it. Because
And that's not wanted.
Because we get advice from other guys. We're told to finesse. We're
But
told
you-
to
Yes, yes.
play your game.
Yes.
And sometimes that means deceiving someone. That means telling them something that they want to hear and not explicitly
In order
stating
to
what you want.
get into their pants.
Yeah.
So in building again is just providing context is for me, if I walk up to a girl and I meet a girl and I lie, I have broken consent from that very moment because if I said, hey, I have a girlfriend as an example, right? But I say to you, I don't have a girlfriend, and you take me on that basis based on face value, next thing, you're having sex with me because I told you I'm single.
And she's willing to invest in it.
She's willing to invest,
It.
but the consent has never been there. The consent is based on a lie. But men don't see it that way. Men just see it as a way of getting what they want.
It means to an end.
It means to an end. But how long do we go around? Because now we're at the virtue of men can't even see the thin line.
Yeah.
There is no thin line with consent. Men create this thin line to say,
Yeah.
no, Donna, if she didn't say no,
The problem is assumptions now. Because we're making assumptions that she understands where you are.
correct.
Because like, if I'm going to tell you that I want to eat, but I won't say that I want to eat steak,
Yeah.
I'm assuming that you know I want to eat steak.
Yeah.
When she rocks up, like, she knows what she wants. Because I know what I want.
Do you
When you
understand?
never explicitly stated what you wanted, now there's a confusion when it's time to happen. Now you think that she owes you something. But she really doesn't.
When she doesn't.
You lied to her, you finessed her to get into the situation she's cornered. She can't get away now.
Because you've built this framework, this
Yeah.
bubble that says, oh, Casey is such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Casey is this, but really,
You're just a predator. And she's prey. And you put her in a situation she can't get away.
and that's a problem.
Yeah, all the time. And things women don't realize that because usually they trust us to a point where like they're willing to put themselves in danger. Women trust men that they like. And if she likes you, she puts herself in a situation where she's vulnerable. And she could get hurt if you do
But
something.
she's not aware.
Yeah.
But if she were aware, would she put herself
Never.
in a position of danger?
I don't
So
think so.
really, in as much as society as a whole, we've got a lot of challenges, we've got a long way to go.
Yeah.
But if you look at that, you as a man, you're right, you say the things that you know are going to let her open up, get her guard down.
Yeah.
She's going to, engage with you, she's going to entertain you, knowing very well that
What
you have
say
no
is
intention. Because men are cowards. You're afraid of rejection. That's the thing for me with consent.
Yeah.
Men break consent because they're afraid of rejection.
Yeah.
You're afraid of hearing, no, Casey, I don't like you. No, Casey,
And even before
no,
the
Kenza.
no, I feel like men are afraid to be blunt because they know if I'm blunt, she won't want me. So if you're gonna tell a girl that all I want from you is sex and you know she won't like that, now you're gonna try to work your way around it. Like how do I say it without saying it? And that's where the problem starts, I feel. Because when you can't say what you mean, and then you end up assuming that she understands what you're trying to say. When she's there with you, now you're gonna be like, okay, how do I get her to a point where I'm trying to convince her to admit that she's already consented to me. It's all about finesse. Because as guys, we always think that a woman doesn't really know what she wants. Well, she does. We just play them to be stupid when they're not.
When they're not stupid.
They're not.
But what does that say about a man, knowing very well what a woman wants, but you give her misdirection?
It says that we're cowards, firstly.
Yeah.
And secondly, we're very good at deceiving people. Men are good at deceiving women. It's like our inborn talent. I don't know what it is. And also we foster this culture of if I don't know how to trick her into giving me what she wants, regardless of who she is, then I'm not a man. Because you've always heard like when a guy says like, if you can't get that girl, that means you don't know how to flirt. It's not that, she just doesn't like you. That's the fact. And some guys would be like, if I can't flirt with any girl and get any girl that I want, that means I'm not as much of a man as I could be.
So I think our whole basis of being a man and consent is based on the fact that there are certain things that you need to do to prove that you're a man.
Yeah.
Failure of doing that, you're not a
pride
man.
is hurt now, and you know how we value our pride, And like if I can't get her to say yes to what I want, it's like what am I doing here? I failed as a man, right? And that's what it's pride, dog. It's really just pride.
I feel like we're just killing ourselves. We're not doing ourselves justice. We're not doing women justice. We're not doing anyone in society justice because we all have rapey behaviors.
Yeah.
I know I have rapey behaviors. I know you have rapey behaviors.
We all do this, man.
Even the cameraman guys who's operating the camera right now has rapey behaviors. But it's good to be self-aware of those things.
Yeah.
Because the one thing I like about this conversation is I can challenge you to be like, go to your girl and ask her, have I been rapey before you? Have I had rapey behavior? A lot of men are afraid to ask that question.
Because they know the answer already.
Because they know the answer. Correct. It's like if you have to ask, well, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know the answer. You know the answer. So I know that men know that they've been rapey. I know that Zayn knows he's been rapey. I know that you've been rapey. I know that every man that and obviously this is again the problem is assumption, but
then you need to explain what being rapey is.
yes, of course, we will provide in
rapey.
context. Yes, because yes, guys, rape is such a strong word. People look at it and be like, "Oh my God, he says he raped a girl." No, I think that in as much as we can twist things around today in society, there's so many different ways of looking at rape. For me personally, there is the traditional sense of forcing yourself onto a woman. Then there is rape where she did not say yes, she did not say no. Then there is rape where you were both drunk, you were both out of your mind, but you don't remember anything that happened. This guy, right? That happens. It genuinely happens for me because there was no any form of consent.
Yeah.
As long as there is no consent,
it's not there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but obviously to build context is to understand what we're trying to do. So guys, right, look out for part 2, where we take now more into the main course, looking at personal experiences and understanding more why we felt like talking about, consent and what it means to get a yes or a no. See us next week. It's been lovely watching. Right. Let's fork it out.
Let's fork it out.